25th anniversary of Happy Gilmore.
Adam Sandler's post today was hysterical.
It was unbelievable. He smoked that thing.
He did the Gilmore run up.
And he smoked it. And it wasn't like he didn't smoke the ball.
That thing looked good.
His reaction was so casual too, though. He was just like, "All right."
This in 25 years.
Yeah.
I can't do Sandler, but
Yes, you can.
I could do Billy
My-
Madison. Not Sandler.
Smigs, my sister texted me specifically about you, and she was like, "That Smigs kid is literally so good at impersonations. I had no idea he was gonna throw Adam Sandler at us, and he can even nail that. What the hell?"
Appreciate it.
You working on any new characters, Smigs, or what?
I did a Andrew Dice Clay and Johnny Drama skit today.
I saved it. I didn't watch it yet. What I like to do when I like want to watch something, I don't have time to watch it. I'll just hit the save button.
That's a good idea. I've
and
never
then
saved anything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, me
save
neither.
it, and then before you go to bed, it's like, oh, I'll look at all the things I saved today to watch. I do that all the time because I like to watch stuff, but sometimes I don't have time to watch them, so I save the shit for
Dude,
later.
that probably helps out. Like the more saves you have on Instagram, it's like more valuable than likes or freaking comments, any of that.
Is
dude.
it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone told me that.
Yeah, I think I shared the post. I don't know if I shared it with you guys, but yeah, there's a post that says like the DMs are good. The saves and bookmarks are number one. After that, it's DMs. Because here's the thing: is Instagram wants you back on the app, so they know if you save something, you're gonna go back on the app and go back to it later. If you comment, you're not gonna go back. But a lot of times, if you comment, you could get a reply. So the likelihood of you getting back is more. You know what I'm saying? So there's like,
That's interesting.
yeah.
It's fuel for advertisers too, because it means you're going to see the post twice, so your time spent just goes up. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
microphone is unbelievable. You got going on over there. I must say so myself. That
wish it
thing
was
is
mine.
incredible.
You want to see the mixer?
Let me see.
Love
This
to.
is for like a musician, like Springsteen's.
What's that?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. So
that
it's got
thing.
cords.
That thing probably
That's
costs more than my
fancy.
laptop.
I think it was like 200 or 300. One of my buddies I live with's got literally 4 guitars, so he's all into it. And mine comes tomorrow, so until now, he's let me use it.
Nice. So does he use the mic for singing? Is he a singer? Is he
Uh,
single?
he-
Sorry, just asking.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
into singers, huh?
Hey, listen. I don't mind the guy who can sing me a lullaby every now and then.
Really? You see, I find that I don't think I could date a singer.
I could see.
Really?
I could see it for G.
I don't think I could date a singer. I mean, can
I-
anyone back me up on this? I feel like they'd have to have the voice of an angel in order for me to be like supportive of the singing career. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Yeah, I get that.
my buddy's dating a singer, and it's pretty. I mean, before COVID, it was pretty awesome. Like she would have gigs, and we would go to the gigs and just like freaking.
Yeah, that's fire.
It would be a freaking blast, dude.
Yeah, but
whatever.
sometimes you get the singers that think they're good. They're really not that good. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like the singing trait, if it exists, is more valuable to a girl seeking the guy than it is
Yes.
the guy
Yes.
seeking the girl.
100%.
1,000,000%.
In terms,
Girls-
not in terms of like just being impressed. It's just what you deem attractive as a girl versus a guy. Like singing, this is a different level for a girl.
I think it's just like the aspect of it all. It's like the romance, the thing that like the thought that a guy might write a song about
sensitive.
you
It's
and take
sensitive.
time to
Girls
think
like
about
sensitive.
you. So nice.
It's sensitive.
Isn't that scary though? Like Taylor Swift's writing some pretty. You don't want to be like in a Taylor Swift song. and shit like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
If you watched, sorry, go ahead, Nick.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was just because if you watch the Frank Sinatra documentary, they talk about obviously the king of pop is Elvis, but like in Frank's documentary, they talked about how his lyrics was actually the first like rebellious tone in terms of talking about like no one really talked about emotion and love and sadness like he did before Frank did. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, and the girls, holy Frank was.
I mean, Frank
Revolving-
Sinatra. I mean,
revolving door.
if Frank Sinatra had an Instagram today, his DMs would be off the fucking chart.
I want to talk about DiCaprio, bro. He is a legend too. never gets the freaking credit, man. Never.
No, you know what? You're right. And Leo doesn't smoke or drink. You know that?
I mean, how do you not get an Oscar for Wolf of Wall Street? How do you not get an Oscar for dude, his movies are insane.
They said it was the
Incredible.
wrong place, wrong time. The movie that beat him was just like a
Out of this
Titanic or
world.
something, right?
Dude, he got
Yeah,
it
but
for
then that's
The
another thing. He didn't
Revenant.
even get anything for the Titanic.
Dude, he
I
got it.
know.
He got it for The Revenant or whatever. It's a good movie, but I mean, there's so many movies that we're just like, dude. I watched some of the movies, and what's the Inception?
Oh, so I love that.
Wild. I mean, Wolf of Wall Street, wild. All these movies are insane. He never gets the credit. I mean, come on. I mean,
He's a legend.
Yeah,
He is.
How do you not for those movies have 20 Oscars? I just don't. Why is he not getting Oscars? There's something there, because you could say Wrong Time, Wolf of Wall Street. That doesn't explain this movie, that movie, that movie. I mean, bro,
I thought The Wolf of Wall Street was a fantastic movie, but I did think it was a tad too long.
I think it's a Scorsese story. It was totally warranted.
yeah. I
Yeah,
kind of think
I'm
so.
sorry I said that.
And no, it's
Hey,
Scorsese.
Nick, it was Goodfellas for Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, no, you're right.
2.5 hours, narrated by the main character.
Yeah.
Awesome on the first half, downfall in the second half. It's Goodfellas for Belfort. That's the way I look at it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't think it's too
DiCaprio
long at all.
nails every single role that he's in.
Every role.
Easily.
It's just incredible how good of an actor he is. It's just
Yeah.
incredible. What was the one Departed? Insane. What
Oh,
was the
yeah.
most recent one with Brad Pitt? What was that called? Did you guys watch
Once
that one?
Upon a
Once
Time in
Upon a Time.
Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in America. Or not America. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Did you guys watch that movie? You
I don't
guys
watch
watched it?
any fuck. I don't watch movies.
Nick, you watched
Tarantino,
it?
baby.
You watched it?
Yeah. Well, I love Tarantino.
Talk about a long movie. Don't watch that one, Cass.
Yeah,
That's
that
long.
was.
Do
that was
you-
awesome.
It's good. It's
Oh,
great.
dude, the ending in that one's the best ending in a movie I've ever seen in my life, I think. Cass, watch it, dude.
Well,
don't
I
care if
think
you gotta
I-
stick through it, bro.
You want to know what my favorite ending in a movie is?
Uh-oh.
You haven't seen this one, bro. It's
The one with
nuts.
Ryan Gosling and the dads. Which one is that? When he's dating. the one girl?
I
Crazy
just
Stupid
watched
Love?
this. Yes. Crazy.
I mean, the
Stupid Love.
ending there is
Steve
just
Carell.
unbelievable. I mean, it's just
What movie?
unbelievable.
Incredible.
Look like you're nipping on a tiny schwanz, Kel.
I gotta watch that movie tonight.
great
That movie
movie.
is unbelievable.
These are my 407s. Oh, are they? Okay. Right off the balcony.
But
Mike.
Emma
what was I gonna
Stone,
say?
awesome actor, also.
all right, wait. So, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, do you remember the scene? Because he's an actor in the movie.
He's
Do
acting.
you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where he just was acting and he didn't have it together?
Yeah.
And he goes in his trailer and he's like yelling at himself and he's like, "Come on!" Like whatever.
That was
He, like,
amazing.
hypes himself up, and then
Yeah.
he goes and he acts again and he just like kills it. It's like insane. The man could turn it off and on. I mean, there's not too many people could do that. They were saying that in the Jordan documentary about Jordan. Like the guy could just turn it on and it's always on. Like
To
it's
me,
crazy.
Yeah.
that's unbelievable. That whole
Yeah.
Yeah. When you
turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah, and it's always on. It's always on. Like that's freaking DiCaprio, dude. There's not one thing he's acting in where he's like, "Wow, that was shitty acting." Like he just fucking
Never.
kills it. It's insane. I don't know how. It's just weird. It's like talent, in my opinion. But
I would love to find it's a goal of mine. I'll be totally honest to be able to act that good. I look like Heath Ledger, Leonardo DiCaprio. Like those guys are like my heroes. Like they're able to literally be someone like that skill and that talent. I don't know if you got to learn it. Obviously, you got to work at it. You got to learn it. But I don't know if it's something that's just. I mean, Heath Ledger was one of a kind, but like that. If you watch Heath Ledger's movies, then you watch him play the Joker. It's like this dude
It's
does not exist. This guy does not exist. Who is this guy? Like that.
Yeah.
That level to play a character like that
It's-
is so
yeah.
fascinating to me, and it's inspiring as hell to learn how to get somewhat close to
That's-
that because I think it's incredible. Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say, dude. It's like inspiring to see someone like at the top of the top, like perform. It's awesome. You know what I mean? Like I love it, dude.
Yeah, it
That's why I
definitely
give-
takes
Give
a
him the
lot of
credit.
practice, but
Yeah.
also I feel like you're just like born naturally like that.
Like, how do you practice
Acting is meant for you. You kind of talk to yourself a lot. I do that at least.
I used to do that shit in the shower.
You want to hear the truth? Yeah, you just gotta you practice it. Like I talk to myself in the mirror pretty often just to like practice like
Yeah.
facial exercises, and so that when I'm in front of a camera, but like someone else is shooting me, I know exactly like if my you know, I have my like tongue on the corner of my lip here. I know what it looks like on frame, so I don't have to like be
Yes, yeah.
concerned about that.
Talking
Yeah.
about practice,
Little
Nick.
things like that.
Practice.
I was listening to
Not a game.
go
ahead, Nick.
podcast with Brilliantly Dumb, Kevin Dillon, who's Johnny Drama, and then Kevin Connolly, who played E, and then Doug Allen, who created Entourage. And they were talking about
those guys.
the dynamic of the four guys, the Entourage, and Jeremy Piven, amongst other things. I'll spare you the details.
It's funny how
Kevin
they play
Dillon
Italians in that too.
Huh?
Not to cut you off. It's funny how they play Italian characters in that too.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I think Doug Allen, he said it in the interview podcast. He specifically wanted to make it New York guys, even though there was modeled off Mark being from Boston, but Doug's from New York, and he was able to just relate to that with the characters being all from New York.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that because it's about Mark Wahlberg and he's not Italian, so
yeah,
that's
they
why I was
specifically went from New York. But they talk about how Kevin Dillon specifically says Jeremy Piven.
He makes that whole freaking show.
He used method acting and Entourage because offset they did not hang out. Piven intentionally did not spend time with them off camera to like induce that animosity on set.
Wow.
So like while they might have gotten along, I don't know if they did or didn't. Kevin Dillon had alluded to the fact that Piven's a method actor and the fact that he did not want to see the four of them off camera because it would, you know, relay onto the screen, which is like, that's insane to me.
Well,
like in your free time when you're not working, you know the script, you know what your job is for a season, to avoid people outside of the office. Like that's
awesome. I mean, it worked for him, dude. I mean, I love
I'm
everyone on that
confused.
show. I love him, but I mean, he's in my opinion the best.
Explain
character
method
on that
acting.
So method acting is when you're basically your character in a film or a TV show 24/7. You don't turn it off. So I tried that for the first time in
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Heath Ledger did it too for the Joker.
Which
Guy
is
literally took pills to become
Yeah.
the Joker off camera.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
So
shit.
it's like you're cast as the Joker.
Not that dramatic. Not every method actor does it that
sure.
dramatic, but yeah.
But
That's
like
who you are now.
you try to be that persona like throughout your everyday life so that you get used to like thinking how they would think and like let's take the Joker for example, like what would he do on a day off work? Like where would he go? What would he do? Who would he hang out
in a
with?
hotel in a hospital.
Yeah, sure. So you would do certain things that you think they would do so that you can just naturally think
I
like
heard
that on
Robert
set.
De Niro was gonna play the part of a cop once, and
Well,
did that shit.
You know what he
Taxi
did?
Driver.
Oh, yeah.
Taxi Driver. He drove a
Yeah.
cab before he
Yep.
filmed for Taxi Driver.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did that for other
Yep.
movies too. And Gianna, it's funny because we were talking about this in the last podcast. Just like, I don't know, he literally went to Italy and to learn Italian to be able to play the role in the Godfather Part 2. Like, you know what I mean?
So
Like
I'm literally
was very dedicated to all his stuff.
trying to tie this back to. So one of the founders of method acting played. I want to say Hesh, but that's the Sopranos. Who played the Jewish guy in The Godfather 2? That actor was a founder of
guy?
method acting.
Which guy?
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
The Jewish guy in Godfather 2.
Lee Strasberg? No.
This is very interesting.
Interesting.
Whoever played the Jewish guy in The Godfather was one of the actors who founded what method acting was before they knew what it was. I learned that at Second City. I took acting 1 at Second City, and that's what they said. So
What else did the guy do in The Godfather besides be Jewish?
What? The Jewish guy.
Great question.
Who they consult to go
That's all
to
they
Cuba.
needed. That's all you
I'm
need
trying to
know.
think like, wait, which character? And I'm just trying
It's
to.
not Hesh. What the hell's his name?
Smig, they're gonna cancel you in 2021, bro.
I have no
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
I'm just messing around,
Oh my
bro.
god.
I'm in Roth.
The
Hyman
last
Roth. Oh yeah, Hyman
Yeah,
Roth.
Lee Strasberg. Yeah, Lee
Hyman
Strasberg
Roth, dude. That's all you
I
had
thought
to
Lee
say.
Strasberg was a woman.
created a technique that became known as the method or method acting when he gained a reputation with the Theater Guild of New York and helped form the Group Theater in New York in 1931. The actor who played Hyman Roth is a founder of what DiCaprio did or what were we just talking about? Sorry,
You think Channing Tatum in Magic Mike
I mean, he lived that life.
Did
I saw him
method-
on Halstead
was like-
last week.
did
No.
That
method
was a
acting?
trip. That was a trip back home. Yeah,
He was a stripper.
Yeah,
I think I could
Yeah.
do a good job being
that's
a
like
stripper.
one of the main reasons why he was like excited to do the film because he grew up
Yeah, true.
stripping for a while.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's also why he's very
I
good
like
at what
these
he does. You know what I'm
topics, man.
saying?
He
Yeah,
look.
It's a
like-
good
Let me tell you
movie.
something. I not see the movie, but I tell you what, he look like he know what he's doing.
He is knows what he's doing. I tell you that. Oh
Hey,
yeah. I'm
jumping back.
blushing.
I want to jump back to Wolf of Wall Street real quick.
Mhm.
The scene where the Italians save their life on the yacht. How awesome is that scene, dude? It was like, didn't that happen in real life too with the guy?
When the yacht's
like-
sinking.
The yacht is sinking, and the Italians literally saved their lives.
Italian
And
Navy.
yeah, they literally saved their lives, and they were partying while the yacht is like blowing up, just like
That whole
celebrating they
thing,
survived.
like,
I heard that was real, bro. I'm sure it was like dramatic for the movie, but I heard that he literally got saved by Italians, dude. Isn't that sick?
well, listen, like I like
Italians.
they always say, the Italian. Listen, doesn't matter who you are. You know, your family. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised.
Great
I'm not
point.
surprised at all.
I
I'm not surprised that
guarantee-
it was Italians.
Yeah, and I guarantee they definitely fed him and like gave him drinks.
1,000%. 1,000%.
But
Ma, I know you
uh,
just almost fucking died. Ma, we have a surprise. Do you want some? I cut a nice tin for you. I can put on some bread with a little oil of vinegar. Well, you don't put a vinegar on a surprise, but I can put it with oil.
Have a seat.
Ever see it? You
Have a
need
seat.
it. You
Un
need
caffè.
it.
Un bicchiere di vino. Dimmi una cosa, che vuoi? My cousin in Sicily, he actually flies helicopters for the Italian Federal Police, the Carabinieri.
Oh wow.
Really?
And,
That's
Whoa.
awesome.
Like just like when you see a Chicago police helicopter, like something's wrong. I think Chicago has 2 police helicopters, and that's it, if that. He lives in Sicily. He flies in for this base in Sicily, and they just patrol, for the sake of patrol. He said a crazy week will be a cow was stuck in the mud at the base of that Mount Etna volcano, and they got to rope this cow and pull him out. Like, but to your point about just them saving them, that's the first thing I thought of is they take the federal police like super seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not tying it back to Wolf of Wall Street. I'm just saying
Oh yeah.
you never know what he's going to run into. When we visited the first time, he had to work, and we were at my uncle's house in Sicily. It was 2005. I was 11. I was 11 years old, and he flew over the house and hovered over the house. Like when you're 11 years old, you're shitting your pants.
That's dope.
Like,
Yeah, I was
and your
afraid of
dad's like,
helicopters,
that's your cousin Antonino, and he's in the
Yeah.
chopper, like, it's like home.
Hey, how you doing?
But it's so badass. It's so badass.
That's
like,
sick.
The Carabinieri that's one thing that the United States doesn't really have is, well, you can't compare it because we have, like you go to Mexico,
yeah, they have-
We got
there's the
fucking
there's the
tanks.
federal police, and then there's the local police. Like,
Yeah,
we have
they
the
have-
local police, and I guess the state police. But yeah, I guess
So we do
the
have
state
both,
police.
but they do different things. Like Carabinieri is the federal one, and then
Yeah.
the Polizia is the
Right, the local,
Polizia.
municipal.
the local.
But the Carabinieri, like they're dressed in like they wear the hat and they got the suit on, like they got
Yeah,
the
they look
I don't
good.
know. It's just class. It's like it's a
Yes,
dark
they're
red.
very
hoodie.
sexy. They look
It's
really
very
sexy.
sexy.
I
My-
like these.
Oh,
We're
my
building
cousin.
Giana's dream guy over here. We know,
No.
like
My cousin is 50.
fly
my cousin's
helicopters
50 and he's
illegally
single.
and,
Italian
all you-
dirty pants and singing.
just tell him to take up guitar, bro, and oof.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't want to be married. It's too much work. I am living the dream. I take care of my mother and I go out at night. Okay.
Yeah, like Joe
Literally.
Pesci. It's like
He's
Joe
living
Pesci
the
in
dream.
Goodfellas too. I go out, I come back, or what's he say?
I go on over there every night, ma. Every night, ma.
Yeah,
I get nice almost every night, ma.
I
Friggin'
come back to you or something.
Yeah.
What's-
That's why I got you. Get
got
yourself a
you, I
nice
come back to you.
girl.
Hey, I got a lot of nice girls, man. It's all right.
Got one last
Friggin'
night, ma.
Does De
Speak-
Niro really put ketchup on his pasta in that freaking in that scene?
I
Do you
don't
guys
know.
see that? Dude, he has a ketchup bottle out, but they don't really show his food too much. But the mom makes pasta. Like, is he really putting freaking ketchup on the pasta, bro? I don't know. I posted it before and kind of made a joke about it, and people are like defending that he didn't do it. Some people are like, how the hell
people go
can he
fucking
do
nuts
it?
over it.
I mean, I don't even get that whole thing. I mean, I get tomatoes or whatever, but why is it even a thing?
I
Anyway?
I spoke to my cousin last week from Italy, and because they're still kind of locked down over there, like you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were talking. He's a pilot too, but not for the police. He's just a pilot, and he was talking about how he paid someone to do a job for him, and like they ended up not like doing the job for him, and he was complaining about how in America when you pay someone to do a job they get it done, but
Yeah.
he was like, I tell him I pay him a decent number, and he's a piece of shit, and he not do the job, and he don't want to do the job, and he do what he want to do, and he was like complaining how in America it's just so different. I don't know what made me think of that, but
There's like contracts in America, and I feel like
yeah,
Italy's just very like laxed.
yeah.
Chill, whatever,
He
go with
was
the
like that would
flow.
never happen in America or something like that.
No,
Nick,
no, mm-mm.
Nick too. I don't know if he
That's
was telling you more about the lockdown. Dude, I heard that like they were literally trying to defy it. Like 30,000 restaurants just open anyways, even though the law like isn't
Really?
allowing it. Yeah. Did he
I
mention
didn't know
anything like
that.
that? Or
I
yeah,
didn't
No,
know that
I
either.
didn't. He didn't say anything about that. They just said that like they're still pretty locked down. And we asked
Here,
him about the vaccine. He was like, "Come on, we don't get a vaccine. What do you mean we get a vaccine? I'm gonna take a months."
There's
Mhm.
3
where's he
phases
from?
over there, right? It's
Yeah,
yellow, orange, and red.
I think so. He's
I think
from
I think
he's
they're
in
still
Milan.
red.
Milan. Okay.
But
My family in Sicily, they're like living the life like nothing ever happened right
Really, a
now.
lot of
It's
Israel
great.
after they got the vaccine, 94% like of the population is like they lowered the
immune.
cases by 94%
Whoa.
because of the vaccine. It's a
Not
something to
bad.
think about.
You
Something.
Yeah.
think the more democratic, socialist, communist countries would have the control to do that because it's a government's decision. And Italy's democratic socialist. I think Israel is. I don't even know what Israel is, but U.S. is capitalist. So like we
Yeah.
don't have universal health care. So like the vaccine is not going to be a priority. It hasn't been obviously, but
I don't know what any of that shit means.
No, I feel you on that, Nick. I mean, they're as far as U.S. goes, I'm pretty sure they're just like trying to give it to the older generation first, or people
Yeah.
with pre-existing conditions and
Yeah.
stuff like
I'm
that.
just saying,
So
like in a country like Italy, if democratic socialist government, like flipping
yeah,
a switch, they sign a bill, everyone gets a vaccine in 3 months. Now,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
quality of it, that's a whole other debate and how the process works. But like our government doesn't work that way. There's checks and balances and 3 branches, and like shit just takes longer.
Yeah,
Like
it takes
versus other
longer. Yeah.
countries, like European countries are more socialist, so they can get shit done and they have universal health care.
I heard that they're literally defying the lockdowns. Like they're 30,000 restaurants. They're supposed to like be closed, and they just all coincidentally like just opened up, saying like we don't care what the law is. Like, you know,
I
Uh,
believe it. I totally believe. I mean,
think-
their black market, their economy is already 50% black market. So like they do whatever the fuck they want, anyways. I'm sure the mob has a lot to do with that, but good for them.
mhm.
Wait, going back, Cass, to your conversation on just like the difference between like, you pay someone to do a job, they do it in the US, whereas like it's a little more laxed in Italy. I got a fun experience of when I was in Sicily in 2019. I took my girlfriends there, so there were 6 of us, and we did like this paddleboard excursion on the Mediterranean.
Wow.
And you imagine doing that in the US, and you're gonna have to like sign a bunch of waivers and like read
Yeah.
contracts, and then probably have like a this
Training.
is how you paddleboard session, or
Yeah.
like let's give you some extra instructions of like what to expect on this excursion today. None of that.
Yeah.
We had none of that. There was like 19 people on this excursion, and we all just got a paddleboard and paddles. And we went on the
Unbelievable, yeah.
Mediterranean. And
That's
it was like, follow the leader, just follow the person in front of you.
Yeah.
For 19 people, we had like a 1-liter bottle of water for 3.5 hours. 19
What?
people. And we just took the bottle, took one sip, and passed it down the line.
That's probably how Corona started.
That's
Wow.
wouldn't be
Gianna, I'm
surprised.
glad because I know I cut you off earlier. I'm glad you went back to this
Yeah.
story because this is like one of the
Uh,
craziest stories ever.
I mean, I gotta
mean-
tell you, the excursion was incredible. It was amazing. It's just like so funny the differences that you would expect in the U.S. versus Italy, but it was a great
I
time.
mean,
It was just hilarious.
Do you have pictures and videos from this? Like how that must have
Yeah.
been beautiful though. I mean, I'm sure, It was
Oh,
a
yeah, it
rough,
was-
but I mean that just sounds amazing. Like,
I want to
No,
go to
it was
Positano.
awesome. Oh,
yeah,
Beautiful.
I would love to go there.
I
too.
want to go there. When I graduate college, like my dad was telling me, like, Nick, you're getting that fucking paper, okay? I don't care what anybody says, you're getting the paper. And he was like, you know, it may take you 4 years, may take you 5, may take you 6, but you're getting the fucking paper. I want to get out in 4 years so I could travel the world when I leave. And I'm going everywhere. Everywhere.
Man.
Good.
Positano, check. Machu Picchu, check. Tokyo, check.
When are you expected to graduate right now?
Fall 2022.
that's not
Okay.
bad.
Fall.
So I got including this semester. No, spring 2022.
I was gonna
Okay.
say. Oh yeah, you're my brother's age.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a year from now.
All right. That'll be
Man,
here fast.
I can't believe I'm almost done on the real world. Look at my bigger boy. Look at you.
It's so much easier. Not like it was. It's so easy to do that stuff and travel like that. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did it at first semester, and it was you figure it out so quickly. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
and
yeah.
the flights are €50, €80,
Yeah.
at least in Europe, to go all over the place. And dude,
That's
when I
great.
Wow.
when I went to southern Italy, went to Capri, the top of the Capri. I thought it was fake. Like it was the most beautiful sight I've ever seen in my entire
Unreal.
life. Like I'm not even. It was
I gotta see that.
unbelievable. You could see it was so clear on top of was it Isle of Capri, the mountain of Capri, the top of the island, whatever.
I don't
You could
even know
see-
how many
it was
states are
so
in the United
clear and so gorgeous. You could see Vesuvius, like the ruins of it. You could see Naples, and like, oh my God, it's
States. Yeah, I'm going.
most
going to
beautiful
Greece.
place in the world. And I
Australia.
need to go to Italy yesterday. The food,
Yeah.
oh my God,
You'd have a wedding planned in October, don't
they
you?
just pushed it to 2010.
Ah.
That's a shit.
La puttanazza che stronza.
Well,
Damn.
well, I'll
Damn.
be
I got a
back at
wedding in
some
May.
point, hopefully.
Hey, does anybody else do this? I got a wedding in May.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm looking at suits that I'm gonna wear, like daily.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the best feeling on the planet Earth. I'm looking at suits, what I'm gonna wear.
In fact, I would be getting in shape 6 months before, so I know that
Yep.
3 months out I can get the fitting and
Yep.
look before I get the fitting.
You know,
yeah.
you're
Oh, yeah.
speaking my language.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
speaking my
Guys do
language.
this too? Are you sure every guy does this?
I like. Well, first of all, I haven't gotten a suit in probably 4 years, so I like
Uh-huh.
looking forward to getting fitted for one when
Yeah.
as I keep slendering here.
That makes sense.
That trifecta.
But,
Wow.
but
That-
yeah,
That
That's kind of
trifecta.
like
I could use it.
attractive.
I
in
need
a
a
guy.
tailored
I
suit.
feel like they're like just like
I
"Alright,
yeah.
morning
I
of,
started.
like
yeah.
let's pick out this suit. Here we go.
No.
I've needed a suit for a while, so like I'm looking to get one like tailored and shit. So
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I've been looking for
I
this
th- I
for a
think
suit.
about it.
I
Yeah.
think what I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with like a beige linen because it's in Florida. You know what I mean? A nice beige linen.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do a navy. I got a navy. I want something that's gonna stand out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
need to get tan.
I think your Nicky Bahamas filter will look very nice.
Yeah, it'll look
with the
very
beige
good.
linen.
It'll yeah, with a beige linen. I
Nice,
need to
very
get a pair of
nice.
sunglasses. And you're right, Nick. I think it's like I thought I was the only one who do like I'm like in January. I was like, all right, well, I got to start the diet now because in May I need to be shredded. So like when I put on the suit, it's gonna look unbelievable. You know what I mean?
Besides your own wedding, like what else? What other event
Exactly.
gives you a bigger
exactly.
bang for a suit? Like what else?
Exactly.
Suits are for weddings are for pictures, and if you're single, mingling. So if you're gonna look good in a suit, it's at a wedding. So you got to think. I mean, and when I buy a suit, I think about other events besides a wedding. So you got to but you're buying. I'll buy it for the wedding when I do, and then whatever comes after that, a communion, my cousin's communion or something like that. Like it's just a plus to have the suit.
Exactly.
Your parents tell you how big their weddings were 30 years ago?
I think mine's were my parents were pretty big.
I've
Yeah, I
seen
think they were
videos.
big. I don't know a number exactly.
Parents had 450.
That's insane.
Are your parents both Italian?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
insane.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
My sister's actually going to have, I think, 330 or 340, which is massive for today's.
That's
today's wedding.
massive.
Wow.
He's not even Italian.
What is he, Greek or like another?
I don't know. Northern European mutt. Theodore
Wow.
Guzik.
Do you guys like watch the videos of your
He's a
parents?
good-looking kid, Nick. I seen him. He's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I'm
No,
just
no.
talking about like, today weddings just aren't the same as what they were
No.
30 years ago. 30 years ago,
Not
it
smaller.
was a no-brainer. Italian weddings were 400, 450. They probably some are still are now, but you don't hear about those anymore.
I mean, dude, watching the videos of your
expensive.
parents' weddings are the best, in my opinion. Like, you guys ever watch them with your parents?
Oh, it's been a while,
Yeah.
but they have the footage for sure.
Yeah, I mean, dude, rewatch it. I mean, just because they're all like, I know they're family friends, but they're all your uncles and aunts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And dude, they're always like wasted and talking like it's just hysterical. And then
Yeah.
too, like, dude, my grandparents who were like the off the boat ones were freaking, dude, they were like legends at the wedding. Like,
Really?
so my parents got married, and you know how you like walk down the aisle after, like, once they're officially married, whatever, you're leaving the hall. And dude, my grandpa was getting so many people shaking his hand saying congratulations. They held up the whole line for like an hour. It's like the most, we joke about it every time we watch the line that's piled behind my nono, like just
That's
keep
crazy.
building because everyone's saying congrats to him, dude. It's like the coolest thing. Yeah. I love rewatching the videos. Like, it's just funny, dude. Everyone back in the day, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw old video because I never met and neither of my grandfathers. So like to see them in like a video,
Oh my
like
god.
in Italy, was like
Wow.
that was
Whoa.
crazy. It sends chills. Yeah, no, I enjoy watching the videos for sure. I love
Old
it.
videos are fun.
100%.
My sister's wedding. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Smigs.
Your sister's wedding.
My sister's wedding was smaller, I guess, for an Italian wedding. It was like 120, 130
I
maybe.
feel like that's a good number nowadays.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's what you'd expect.
That's like the standard number.
Yeah. But I, of course, felt like I should also be, a little star of the wedding as well. So I was one of those people who put
Yeah.
on a full-blown show, a sing and
Yep.
dance with her best friend, and sang in front of the whole audience, if you will. And
Yeah.
I'm not a singer.
I love it.
That's good. I got a little rowdy at my cousin's wedding in November,
Uh-huh.
and the guy, the bartender, came over to the kids table, and was like, "We know none of you guys at this table are 21. You need to calm down, or like we're gonna have to like cut you guys off."
Ooh.
And I remember looking up at them, and I was like, "I'm fine," and I started yelling at the guy. And he was like, "Stop! Like you need to calm down." And I was like, "I'm good." And then I went to go take a bite of the steak and potatoes, and I missed, like, my fork missed the potato. I really was fine, but like, and the potato went flying, and I was like, in the back of my head, I was like, "This guy totally thinks I'm like bomb," but I really wasn't. I was just like,
Yeah,
being
sure you
like,
weren't.
like trying to be funny in front of the table, but like I screwed it up for myself, like missing the friggin' potato or whatever. Nah, it's a good time. Weddings are so much fun. They're just
So much fun.
weddings are literally the most fun time. I mean, it doesn't get any better than a
best
wedding.
party ever. It's one of
Nick, dude, what does Sebastian say, bro, when he's talking about weddings? It's like one of his best skits. How
gotta
he's
put
like,
the thing on for grandma because it reminds her of the fucking farm.
dude, he says too. He's like, I can't get my buddies to like even wear the same outfit, and he's like, these men at these weddings now are doing choreographed dances you got to train months for or something. Dude, that one's like hysterical, bro. Dude, you have to like literally use his voice on your TikToks and like enact these out, because you could act them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see you with that sound on, like just fucking doing that, bro. That would be great.
Like just the voiceover, and I'm like acting like
Yeah,
as
dude. Because even like you're
Yeah.
freaking whatever, you're Sebastian shoveling the snow.
It's unbelievable.
So
It's
good.
Mannerisms
It's
down, like-
unbelievable. It's nothing shy of amazing, Nick. It
Yeah.
really is. It's
I
nothing
actually found Sebastian sophomore year in college, 2013. The president of the Italian club at Marquette put on the Italian wedding skit in our first Italian club meeting.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's the first time I heard anything Sebastian was
I remember the
Italian weddings. And that skit, like to this day, my grandma will ask my cousin to pull it up on YouTube. Like it doesn't get old because it's spot on, you know.
Yeah.
Now, when the Antonucci's get married, you go back to the book.
Oh yeah, the book.
$10.
Everybody writes it down. Fucking $10.
Bro, I remember I remember my communion. My communion, we had a party. We had everyone come to the house. Midway through the party, my mom goes, get in your room. And I was like, what? Why? She goes, get in your room. We all sit down on the bed. She pulls out all the envelopes and she goes, I want you to open these envelopes one by one. And we're going to see how much they gave you and we're going to write it down. And before you go to the next envelope, you need to make sure you tell me how much was in that.
Bro, my mom fell asleep.
That's
Party.
awesome.
The night my parents got married, my mom fell asleep. My dad was at the desk at the hotel room writing down the dollar amounts.
Yep. It's like a real thing. Yeah.
That night.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
talking
real
at
thing.
the party, bro. I'm talking in the middle of the party at my house.
Unbelievable.
When the cookies came out, I went into the room. We started counting.
Dude,
How much did
It's
they give you?
serious, dude.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. I've definitely seen like my parents have like a booklet, dude, and you can pull up the booklet.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
says-
It's a real
yeah, you
real
look-
thing.
Yeah, you look it up, dude.
And
they-
you know
they
what
freaking know.
sucks? Sebastian like coined that bit. So now no one could ever do it and will be like, that's so original and funny.
you know what's funny too is like you don't
True.
really know that it's weird because at least for me,
Right.
I grew up. You might, as an Italian kid, not gonna speak for all, but you might grow up and not go to a wedding until you're 15 years old. But it doesn't matter because for every birthday, communion, graduation, your mom says write everything down.
Yep.
You got all the cards and write down what Aunt
Yep.
Sylvia got you. What
I can't wait to do that when
I
was
had
a
to
kid.
do it.
It's
I had
smart.
to write everything down. So it's like you're something like, oh, okay, just so I know who
It-
gave me what, so I can customize the letter. No, my mom
Yeah.
knows that when their kid has a graduation, she can give the same thing.
then,
I
yeah,
didn't even think
that's-
about
And
that.
then you went. What ended up happening was now when I see these family members at like other gatherings,
Oh
I look at them and I think you gave me $50. You only give me $50. for my
Malocchio.
Uncle
the
Gino
fucking
gave me
eye, the fucking
$200.
eye.
Yeah, literally. I'll look at them, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, you motherfucker,
The Malocchio, man.
you cheap
Yeah.
bastard,
Yeah,
you
really.
cheap fuck.
Dude. I mean, no
Dude,
one else-
there's nothing else like it. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
I mean,
It's
why?
unbelievable.
Why is that like? Why does nobody else do that? Like, why does every Italian know that, but not?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm
And-
sure other people do, but like, it's an Italian thing for
Oh,
sure.
God.
I mean, it's
It's the
nuts.
same, in my opinion. It's the same. It's factored into the same category of the trait, if this makes sense, of why you always go to the funeral and you always make sure they see you. Why you always shake the hand at the wedding to make sure they see you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
acknowledging. I think it's a respect, a mutual respect
That's
of
awesome.
when this person in that family dies. I know they came to mine. I go to theirs.
Right.
When
Yep.
their
Yeah.
kid gets married, I got to give them 500. Like it's.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I think it's a mutual respect thing, and
that's true. It's
I have no reason to believe otherwise. I don't know what else it could be. At least
No,
I don't know.
I
Oh, yeah.
definitely have to say though, as we get older, like now this age, I'm noticing all these differences so much more than I ever have before. Because my friends are like,
Yeah.
"Gee, that's
Yeah.
weird. Why
Yeah.
do you guys do that?" Like
Right.
this is a TikTok idea that I have planned to make, but all my family members, I mean, my nonna, my great aunt, my mom, all of her siblings, me, my sister, we all have the same doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that was not normal until my friend was like, "Why are you going?"
Yeah,
to
they don't get it. Yeah,
Your
they
great
just don't
uncle.
get it.
they're not
They
they're
just
not
don't
getting
get it.
care packages of basil sent to their houses and shit. dude.
Guess not. Guess not. But it's like I don't know. You just trust the guy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, really. And Smigs, I think you nailed it with the respect thing too, man.
Yeah, totally.
I
big
love it.
time.
That's awesome, bro. From parties and stuff growing up, I always notice like all the Italian family friends and stuff, dude, they never miss a party. I don't know if that's like for you guys, but just out of my American friends versus like Italian friends or family friends, like, I've had one of my buddies say, "Hey, I can't make it," whatever. Dude, never with anyone I know that's on the Italian side. It's crazy. Every little
Yeah.
thing they're there. It's awesome. I love it, dude.
And I don't even know why it's allegedly insulting to show up at someone's house empty-handed, but the fact that it is just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta bring him
1000%.
something. I gotta bring him something.
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah.
you freaking you wouldn't come by the warehouse without you like had to bring a sandwich or something. I'm like, dude, bring Jersey Mike's. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I remember when you first came to the warehouse, you definitely wanted to bring something. And I knew to not like freaking say like, all right, let me like just keep saying no, 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 because it's like in our fucking nature. You know what I mean? Like I just
Yeah.
kind of,
but
I was
Right.
kind of like, yeah, I was like, why not just let him bring it?
yeah, dude.
Expose it.
When you meet someone for the first time, it's just like as I've grown up, it's just something that, you know, like everything else your parents teach you, you just get more accustomed to doing. So, well, it might not be a big deal when you're, you know, in high school and you're going to a buddy's house, or you're in college, you're going to your girlfriend's house. Like, it's just something that's how you grew up, and it becomes more and more of a responsibility to be like, I'm meeting him and his dad for the first time at their place of work. We're showing up unannounced in the middle of a Wednesday. We're going to get subs. He's going to say no. But if I'm you, Mike, and I get offered it by another Italian, even if I say no, I'm still going to bring it. I know Smigs is going to bring it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's just a mutual, I think it's a mutual respecting. And it's like,
Respect.
it's a thank you for hosting me, even though we love hosting each other.
Yeah.
It's just, the more food and booze, the better. I think everyone's just on the same page.
Yeah. And I just feel like I knew if I kept saying no, you're just going to do it anyway, like you're saying. So I kind of just got it. Like we don't even have to explain it to each other. We just know
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why this is a great conversation, because like I was talking about with like writing down who gave me what for my communion, it's just something you grew up with. You don't know why you do it. And like, we're all in our 20s. Like, we're just trying to, you know, perspective, hindsight now is, why did we grow up this way? And why is it an Italian thing? That's all for Hardcore Italians podcast.
Yeah, and we'll get into that on the next episode. So be
No,
sure to tune
yeah.
in. Thanks everyone for listening. Let's do some plug-in, because I always say use podcast 15 for the merch, and you should do that. If you think Cass is looking good in the gnocchi shirt, you know, feel free to buy that. You know, if you support what we're doing, give us a positive rating on Apple, give us a thumbs up on YouTube, start dropping some comments, start
Make a subscribe.
Yes. Subscribe, follow everyone on social media here, Smigs, Cass, Giana. If you're not following them on your pages, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Follow all us on this shit.
It's the best investment you'll ever make to get them a follow. So got you there, Cass. But yeah, everyone have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all.
Arrivederci.
Thank you.
Buonanotte.